Okay, real quick, want to talk about the concept of conversational fills. And to me, what this means is that sometimes as drummers, when we're learning, there's so much energy and effort spent on like the pure coordination or the sort of analytical mathematics of how rhythms are structured. Oh, it's groups of four, it's subdivisions, it's this is how it's ratios, and it's and you count it like this. Um, and sometimes we forget that there's also this stepping back, this kind of esoteric musicality that ultimately all that stuff is meant to describe it as well as meant to inform it. So sometimes when you're like grooving, yeah, you want to let all the analytical stuff inform your grooves sometimes because doing so will tend to have the effect of making things tighter, making things feel right, kind of fitting into the conventions of real precise rhythmic expressions. But at other times, you want to say, you know what? I just want to like play something that I want to play something that echoes what I just heard in the guitar or in the keyboard or in the saxophone or whatever kind of group you're playing in, or the vocal. I want to like just do a thing and just kind of let some rhythms flow out of my hands that I caught from the air, caught in the ether. And so this is kind of what I mean is like working on phrasing and dynamics that are a little more conversational and a little less robotic or precise. Not that they're not precise, but that you want to like let things breathe, let things be kind of vocal in character. So something like this. So in that case, I'm still adhering to a flow. I'm still adhering to a pulse. But I'm letting my ideas have some breath and I'm letting them have more dynamics. I'm letting them have a rise and fall and more accentuation and more anti-accentuation in the form of decrescendoing and bringing my volume down purposefully. Bringing my volume down below the volume of my groove, for instance. So you want to weave those ideas in or be aware of them as options and sometimes put your focus there. Sometimes make that be where you're headed is I'm going to intentionally let dynamics come out. I'm going to intentionally let rest and space come out. I'm going to intentionally let what I'm not saying be part of what I am saying. So all that stuff sounds great on a whatever on the back of a greeting card, but let's try again. And another thing you can do is kind of like for me, it's very natural to just vocalize things. To go boom, and when you do that, you will notice, and everybody can vocalize. Like you can sing your ideas. I promise you. When you do that, you're going to be reminded what you've known your whole life, which is that you have to take a breath in the middle of that. Like you can't continuously speak or continuously sing without breathing. And as you form these ideas and are forced to take a breath, it's going to help you to find these natural places to pause when you then take that vocal idea and put it in your hands. So again, I might go, if I'm thinking of boom, dot, and boom, dot, laka, boom, boom, okay, so there was a big breath right in the middle of that. So I'm going. So I know that that's, it's not a very concrete thing to say, but play around with it in your own way, find your own voice, and let some of those, maybe let some of what I've said sink in, take what works for you, build on it, or go in a different direction that you think I should have done instead. But conversational fills, um, it's definitely something that you want to work into your vocabulary as a drummer because it makes you sound just much more musical, and it makes you sound much more sophisticated. It makes you sound much more in tune with what's going on around you in the ensemble, and much more flexible, much more improvisatory. That it's not just I have these licks, I have 10 great fills that I know, and I just do them whenever there's a space, instead of like I play what sounded like it fit. So there's a counterpoint there. There's a balance. You should learn to do specific licks. You should learn chops because they don't hurt you. But also learn how to just kind of go with the flow, and how to feel the flow, and how to invent an idea off the cuff. Tapping into sort of the speech centers of your brain to flow out your hands conversationally. All right. Well, that wasn't quick after all, was it? But hey, hopefully that's interesting. Hopefully that's helpful. And, good luck practicing, and see you on the flip side.